Hello Blues fans, how we all doing? Um, Man, what a night last night was. What a night. I couldn't catch my breath. I don't know how you guys feel. Did you guys all go home with a fat smile on your face just thinking, what is happening? Well no, genuinely, what is happening down the Blues? Some of the football I watched last night, my brain couldn't comprehend a Blues team doing it. It was awe-inspiring. That's the only words I have for it. And, I was thinking on the way home, what did Rangers underperform? Did we overperform? Is that the new standard for us? Do you know? Let's talk about it. First of all, massive fair play to the Rangers fans. Oh my God, they took over Birmingham City yesterday. I didn't see another Blues fan until, I saw one in the pub, the Railway, up near Grand Central. And I don't think I've seen another one, all the way to St Andrews at United Park. Absolutely incredible fans, really good vibe. To have that many fans and it just be a peaceful evening, absolutely brilliant. Their away support was phenomenal. For me personally, it's the best away support I've ever seen, and it's a pre-season friendly. The flares, I'll put the video in now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our two teams, Visitors Rangers and York City.
The flares were unbelievable. They went for 90 minutes, man. So before I even get started on the Blues, just a massive hats off and I clap to the Rangers fans, man. You're incredible, really, really incredible. Fair play to you. Good luck to the season, man. Onto the Blues. Oh man, I gotta be honest, guys. Even up until the 90th minute, I was nervous because Sanderson. You know what? He's made me eat my words. I didn't criticise him last video. I just said out of all of them, he looked a little bit out of place. And some of you disagreed with me in the comments, and I thought, fair enough. Maybe I've kind of misread or looked a bit too deep into it. Oh, bloody hell, I ate my words last night. He looked like prime Maldini. Him and Bielik at the back looked cool as cucumbers. So many times we saw our centre-backs were defending. And I know that sounds weird to say, but they were putting in tackles. They were, slide tackling, buoying people off the ball. And then, not hoofing it long, back to the goalkeeper. Some of the little triangles between the centre-backs, the full-backs and the keeper, while being pressed by a good Rangers team. So good, man. So good to see. Unbelievable. That ball from Sanderson to Hansen, I think we saw it 4 or 5 times, and every time the ball from Sanderson was spot on. The touch from Hansen was sublime. Did you see the one where Hansen, he's waiting for the ball, Cochrane's making a run here, and bang, with the shoulder strap. I nearly fell off my chair. You guys will know what I'm on about. I think it was late in the first half. In fact, it was about the 40th minute. The ball come over, he just bounced it to Cochrane from the shoulder, and I thought, who are these players and what is this manager? What is going on? Midfield, comfortable. Jordan James looked really good. Didn't give the ball away once. Other than that, looked really, really good. Kind of ran the midfield. Paik, brilliant. Both of them dropping back defensively. Alfie May, he was creating the runs up front, got the attacking prowess, obviously. But the few times he just dropped back, just to open up the fourth option at the back for the press, receive the ball, move it on, and be back up the top just to help out. It was beautiful. So many times a centre forward can commit too much to defending, and then when the counter attack's happening, they're not present for it. He knew exactly what his job was, just to create an extra option, just to create the option. And then he's straight back up front. He's not hanging around waiting to go on a mad run. It was brilliant. Everything. You could see the ethos. You could see Chris Davies' football being played out. And in the second half, when the next set of players come on, obviously, and I don't mean no disrespect, you're always going to see a little bit of a quality drop because they're not your first team players. Do you know what I mean? However, the intensity was there, the ethos was there, the same plan was still happening. Ramal Donovan looked really good. They carried on. They carried on doing what the first half players were doing, and that What more can you ask for? There's cohesion throughout the team. I can't say enough good words. It was a 10 out of 10 performance, and I know, you know, people are, oh, it's a pre-season friendly. Oh yeah, it is, but stuff like that doesn't happen by accident. Do you know, plans like that don't come to fruition by accident. That's not like we've just had a blinder of a game because we've seen it last game. We've seen it the game before that. We'll see it next game because that's the ethos now. That's how we play. I thought, I'm going to be honest, I did think Rangers looked poor, but I couldn't really make out whether they just looked poor or we played brilliant and made them look poor. I think maybe a bit of both. I've watched some Rangers fans' videos and reactions, and they're saying their team are just in the shit right now, and the players aren't playing for the badge. And I could kind of see that last night. The players, I don't want to say, yeah, they kind of just didn't look like they cared. Well, I don't know how you don't care when you're in front of, you've got 8,000 people from Glasgow that have come down, absolutely tore up the city and given you probably the best support in the world. I don't get how that doesn't inspire you. If that doesn't inspire you, I don't really know what to tell you. So I'm going to put it down to we played brilliant because we obviously did. Away to Warsaw on Saturday. I tell you what, if we play like that, man, I feel sorry for Warsaw. I feel sorry for a lot of teams this season in League One. And obviously there's talks of a new signing. Oh, what's his name? From Brighton. 2 secs. I can't believe I'm doing this on stream. Just bear with. His name is, just for some of you that don't know, Mark Leonard. Mark Leonard from Brighton, player. Him in the midfield. I don't actually know where he'd go, unless that's kind of like Jordan James is going. I don't know. Do you just? Well, we know Chris Davies wants multiple players in each position. They want to make it a wolf pit. We love that. There's rumours of Jay Stansfield still. I don't know. They're not dying out, but nothing's happened yet. I've just seen Blues have tweeted something coming soon, so I don't know what that is. But I don't know. Going forward this season, I think it's all. Can you imagine? To win this season, we're going to need 100 points. There and thereabouts, you know what I mean? I think the record for League One's 104. But with the quality in League One now, I think the point tally is going to get higher and higher. The same as it did for the Championship last season. You know, the amount of points you needed to get promoted, the amount of points you needed to survive. We went down on, was it 50? We went down 50 points. So them tallies are going to keep getting higher and higher. The gulf between the clubs, it's the clubs with money. And you know, it's funny because I've seen a lot of fans moaning about the money we're spending. It's one of them ones. It's alright if it happens to you. Do you know what I mean? As selfish as that sounds, I'd be fuming if I was anyone else. I would. If I was a Cheltenham fan, I'd be absolutely livid. I fully get it. But the thing is, it's happened to Blues, so I don't care. And that's as selfish as it is because the clubs with money, the gulf is getting bigger and bigger. Where soon it will be, well, everyone in the Prem's got money, you know, pretty much. The top 5 in the Championship on the parachute payments and that have got money. And everyone throughout, us, Wrexham, clubs like that, Wrexham won't come up this season, I don't think. But all the clubs in English football with money will just bounce to the top and everyone without it will just sink down. At the minute, there is still kind of a mix outside of the Premier League. That will go, that will. I genuinely believe that. It's all, you know, you can see it taking shape already. As long as Blues are in the Premier, I couldn't care less though. But I know that sounds super selfish. I'm just trying to think. How calm did Cochrane look last night? By the way, he is a player. You know, he come from Hearts last season. Hearts finished 3rd. So obviously, just thinking about it now, he would have played Rangers a few times before. The amount of quality that guy has got, I'm kind of surprised he's at Blues. He's playing at League One level, if I'm honest. He definitely could have landed a Championship club. Maybe it's the money, or I'm not sure. But with that, I'd love to know how much involvement Chris Davies has in the recruitment. It's got to be pretty spot on though, hasn't it? Because it's kind of. Do you remember when Liverpool were buying loads of players under Klopp, and every player come, it was like not super world class names, but niche names that you'd be like, I think I've heard of him. And everyone performed under Klopp. They just adapted straight away to the system. That seems to be what's happening to Blues. Every player just adapts fully to the system. We saw a bit of Christian Clara last night. Obviously, it's his first minutes in a while. He looked good. And it's his first few minutes against the Rangers team. Come on in the second half, so you're not into the game. He looked decent. You can tell he'll get better. It's one of them ones. It's probably just a bit of ring rust. Do you know what I mean? But he looked brilliant. Who else? Laird's overlapping runs are frightening. You know, you basically play with two right wingers because even when we lose the ball, he doesn't. I'm not saying he doesn't track back and defend. There's confidence enough to know that Paik has probably. This is my right wing. This is. Laird's come up. Paik has already probably dropped here. Jordan James has come across. So Laird knows I haven't got to sprint back because Paik and Sanderson are going to cover this for me while I'm up here. And the press will win them the ball. Laird's already up here to put the ball in. So there's confidence and belief in their own teammates that I know they'll do my job for me. And then in turn, when I come back and Sanderson darts ball, I'll do his job. It's that free-flowing football. It's Dutch football. Do you know what I mean? I know we associate it nowadays to the more like the Arsenals and the Man Cities, but it's the Dutch play. It's total football, isn't it? Probably getting a bit over what I'm doing, saying Blues are playing total football, but you know what I mean. It's the traditional Dutch way of playing, where it's just there's positions only really exist on paper rather than in the game. Guys, tell me what you guys thought. Any Rangers fans that just happen to be watching this video, fair play to you. Let me know what you guys thought. Have I got your assessment right, where you're not really happy with your team, as I understand it? There seems to be a bit of a split whether people believe in your manager or not. I think the overwhelming consensus for you guys is that the board haven't commit enough money. I think we've spent more than you have, which shouldn't be the case. You know, you're a Champions League club, so it does make you wonder what's going on there. One thing I will say, and this is going to rile a few feathers, so if you're still watching, I am sorry. I think Celtic fans have to be the most annoying fans in the world. I didn't really notice. I know they were loud and that, but every time you try and have a conversation with the Rangers fans in the comments, it's just Celtic everywhere. Just Island flags. And don't get me wrong, I ain't really got nothing against Celtic, man. My granddad was Irish. He was believe it or not, my closest granddad, he was a Villa fan. Loved the Celtic, born in Ireland, County Kildare. So I haven't really got nothing against them. But Jesus Christ, man, there was more Celtic fans in comment sections than there was Rangers fans, and I get it, you guys beat Man City the other day, who cares, man? It's pre-season friendly, Man City played kids. You know, get over yourself. I don't know, man. They'll probably show up in this comment section now and I'll get abused and someone will show up to my house and kill me. But let me know what you guys thought, man. Rangers fans, I really like you guys. Fair play to you. Brilliant support. Blues fans, what are we expecting, man? I think the world's our oyster at the minute when it comes to this season. I've never been more excited for a season. Tom Wagner must have been so happy watching that last night. Until the flares come out and he's probably thought, what the bloody hell is security doing? I did have problems getting through the gates last night. I don't know if you guys did. I had my ticket and it wouldn't scan. The three guys in front of me was all there trying to figure it out, and then one of the security stewards come over. You come out, and apparently, just in case you're watching, you need to get it proper zoomed in, so it's the top barcode and the bottom barcode in one, and you kind of need to put it at an angle at the bottom, and that's how it scans just for future games. But it's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. But maybe it's just some teething issues. You know, they delayed the game 15 minutes, so I was a bit like, whatever, I'm happy. By the time I sat down, the game had been going for about a minute or so didn't really miss much. Missed the timbres, although I could hear them. Right, I'm waffling now. I was just so excited, so happy to talk to you guys. Rushing on. I was like, gotta make a video about this. Let me know what you guys thought. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, Blues players, man. Everyone involved in yesterday's game. Chris Davies, thank you to all, man. Your work is much appreciated by Blues fans who have gone more than a decade with just absolute tripe. You're the sunshine at the end of the tunnel. Take it easy, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you soon.